grass in nature's epic journeys. First new from BBC One, can we encourage couples to lose weight for love?
Obesity in Britain has reached crisis level, but for many couples there's one thing that stops them from beating it: each other.
You don't feel so bad, I think, if you've got a partner in crime.
Stuck in a rut of poor diets and overeating, it's threatening not only their health, but their relationships.
You try to sabotage every time I try to lose weight.
It's causing us to have the relationship breakup, which is what we don't want.
Yeah.
I'm Professor Tanya Byron. I'm a clinical psychologist. I want to try something radical and new.
Oh my God.
4 overweight couples have agreed to live apart.
We're going to do this, aren't we?
Because I'm going to separate them.
Couples stuck in an unhealthy rut can be each other's worst enemies. So the theory is dramatic change happens first when we separate the couple.
I'm glad that he's a bit scared. I am.
Each week, I'll work with one couple to try to get to the root of what's behind their overeating. Only when they are away from each other can they start to tackle their demons.
This is my worst nightmare, this.
And through a health and fitness plan, we'll try to change them for good.
Let's go.
I've got big feet. This is a disadvantage.
And break their bad habits.
Broccoli.
Will living apart from each other for 10 weeks finally succeed when everything else has failed?
I've wanted to give up at least 7 times a day every day.
If it doesn't work and he's not changed, then me and Pete aren't going to work.
Is that the massive wheelbarrow that couldn't be carried? The massive one?
Yeah.
IT worker Phil and laundress assistant Becky live on the estate Becky grew up on in Warrington, Cheshire.
What's the tea, Bex?
Take away.
Take away, yeah.
They met 4 years ago, and it was obvious they were kindred spirits.
She said, do you want a pack of crisps? And I was like, yeah, go on then. And that was it, really, wasn't it? We just love at first bite.
Yeah.
Each has a daughter from earlier relationships, Phil's 10-year-old Jamie Lee and Becky's daughter Katie Lee. And just 5 months ago, Phil and Becky had baby Trudy together.
There you go.
It was awful when she was pregnant because she put nothing on and I put 3 stone on.
Their cycle of overeating has caused Phil and Becky to pile on the weight.
Food-wise, we are bad for each other because you're always the one who suggests it's bad food. So I just go, yeah.
And Becky's sister Danica has seen the effect firsthand.
She's always been bigger than the average, and then she did meet Phil, who was big, so that didn't help. I think it just gradually got worse and worse, and she's never getting any smaller.
It's no mystery what their weakness is.
Fizzy pop is definitely our biggest downfall.
Stash a pot! Look at her!
Most nights, me and Phil have 1 of these each.
It's more of an addiction. It's like crack cocaine to an addict. I can't go a day without it.
But Phil has lost weight before, pre-Becky.
Heaviest I've been was sort of 2009-10, which was 30 stone.
His method was extreme.
I did gastric bypass, and I lost about 15 stone in just under a year, and I've just gone back to old habits. Why? I wish there was an answer where I could say I'd do it for this reason, but I just don't know. I really don't.
But since being together, Phil has put on 10 stones in just 4 years, and Becky has put on a further 3. They have tried everything to stop their weight from spiralling out of control.
I've done GI, I've done Atkins. You even did the shrink wrap thing.
I bought some special cream that you had to put on and then wrap yourself in cling film. And
I said, you try that first, if it works for you, I'll have a go.
it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Now Phil and Becky feel like they have run out of options, and they are willing to try something new. They're going to separate.
We need to be away from each other, change our habits, and then when we come back together, our habits will be better.
And then not go back to the old ways, because if we did, I think that would end up causing us to have the relationship breakup, which is what we don't want.
Yeah.
Today, they are on their way to meet me and my team before separating for 10 weeks. It's a brave decision, but it could be the only way to fix their health and their relationship.
Feeling very nervous, to be honest. Very nervous.
I think the next 10 weeks is going to be a lot of pain and tears and tantrums, probably, yeah, but we're going to fix ourselves.
We hope.
We hope.
I think this could very well be the moment where life changes. That's what I find it quite daunting.
Couples stuck in an unhealthy rut can be each other's worst enemies. So the theory is dramatic change happens first when we separate the couple, and that is what Phil and Becky have agreed to do.
Helping me crack their deep-seated bad habits is behavioural scientist Paul Dolan and physiologist Rick Shakes Braithwaite, who will carry out a full medical so that he can give them diet and fitness programmes tailor-made for each of them to follow during the separation.
Deep breath should be fine.
Hi, Phil.
Hi.
Becky, how are you?
Right.
Nice to see you. I'm going to ask if ladies go first. Is that all right? So we're going to start off with a body composition machine. It doesn't just give me weight, it tells me how much fat tissue you have, how much muscle tissue you have, how much water is in the body. All of that gives me an idea of, do you have the tools to do what I ask you to do?
By putting them under the microscope, he can see the effect their unhealthy lifestyle has had on their bodies.
What exercise do you do?
I do play football, believe it or not.
Just pull your t-shirt up so I can get to your chest.
And flag up any warning signs for diseases such as diabetes and high blood pressure, commonly associated with obesity.
I need to look at the mechanics of the heart on ultrasound because I need to make sure that your heart is healthy before we give you any exercise programs. One of the most important tests is to put you on the treadmill to see how your blood pressure responds to exercise. You seem to be short of breath. Is this common?
This is normal, yes.
So you're short of breath, not even exercising.
Shortness of breath could be a symptom of high blood pressure as the heart works harder to pump blood around the body. This, combined with Phil's excess weight, could be fatal.
You're just going to have to stop the test now. Okay? Okay. I'll tell you more about these results in a little while.
Okay.
More than 60% of people put on weight when they're in a comfortable relationship. Phil and Becky are an example of this. 10 weeks apart should give them a chance to lose weight and without the influence of the other, help me tackle their bad habits around food.
So, my first question to you is, why have you agreed to do this with us?
We do try every single fad diet going. If you name the fad diet, we probably tried it every Monday.
Every Monday. We start a diet every single Monday. By Tuesday, dinner, I'm usually crying. He's normally, I've had enough, and we start eating rubbish again.
You've got 3 children between you,
Yes.
That's right. So, how worried are you for them, given your concerns about yourselves?
They're probably the major reason we're doing this, really.
Yeah.
We want to be around a long time for those. We want to see them grow up.
That fear that you have of not being here for the children, we want to turn that into motivation, because the fear in itself isn't enough.
Rick obviously needs to talk you through some of the test results.
Becky,
Yeah.
I understand you suffer with asthma.
Yeah.
Okay, asthma gets worse as you put on more weight. So the more we lose weight, the better the asthma will get.
Yeah.
You smoke as well, and you're eating poorly and drinking lots of fizzy pop.
Yeah.
This is why you're 17 stone at present, okay?
It's bad.